Here's what happened. The opening round of the FIA Motocross World Championship, the YPF INFINIA MXGP of Patagonia-Argentina. MX2 race 1, and it was Sascha Kühnen who grabbed the first foxhole shot of the season. As he came through the first couple of corners, he had the rookie on the Red Bull Gas Marc-Antoine Rossi around the outside of him, taking over the lead immediately. And then Lucas Kühnen, his brother, in there in third position. He quickly got himself into the lead. Lucas Kühnen then fell. The championship leader, by winning the heat race on Saturday, was down and out and would not finish the race. He would, though, line up for race 2. Kai de Wolf then was on a charge. He started in 5th position. He went around the outside of Sascha Kühnen, who fell as he moved into 4th on the number 74. Adamo then was on the charge. He eventually got himself back up to 8th place after a poor start. And Simon Langenfelder, who was running in 3rd behind Beniston, both those two got a gift when the race leader, Marc-Antoine Rossi, fell on lap 11 of 18. Beniston then led, but only for a couple of laps before the German Langenfelder sided his way up the inside on lap 14. Kai de Wolf was closing in fast, and as Marc-Antoine Rossi made this mistake whilst challenging for 2nd, the Frenchman went down. Langenfelder led, Beniston hanging on for that 2nd place. But watch this, final turn pass, Kai de Wolf nicked it from the Frenchman. De Wolf 2nd, Beniston 3rd, Rossi was 4th. MX2, race 2. And this time it was the Monster Energy Triumph, the new manufacturer to the World Championship. Mikkel Harup with the foxhole shot around the outside, and he would lead for the first 4 laps. The fast starting Hakan Osterhagen was with him, and so too the 516 of Simon Langenfelder. Kai de Wolf, Lucas Kühnen was in there as well. Top of the screen, Langenfelder moving into 2nd place, but Kai de Wolf, he was on a charge and he was bringing Adamo with him as they moved into 4th and 5th place. Harup, lucky to stay up, so too was Langenfelder as the two bumped. This was for the lead, by the way, and that mistake from Langenfelder allowed Kühnen into 2nd, and then he was quickly onto the wheel and into the lead with that pass on Harup. Didn't last long though, he made a mistake, and it wouldn't be the first time he would make a mistake here. He went from 1st to 3rd, did the 96 of Kühnen. He then started his fight back, got himself back into 2nd with this pass on Harup. Still had some work to do though, the other side of the main jump, right in the infield section there. But Langenfelder, just ahead of them, was all of a sudden under attack. The fast charging, despite a twisted and sprained thumb after that fall in race 1, Lucas Kühnen barged his way back into the lead on lap 11 of 18. And a couple of laps later, Harup was through on the German as he moved into 2nd place as well. Kai de Wolf got his opportunity to charge up the inside of Harup, and that at the time was for 2nd position. Still had work to do there as well though, didn't he? Meanwhile, Langenfelder was down in 4th, but look at this, top of the screen, 2 corners from the finish. Kühnen out at the lead, he would pick himself up in 3rd. Kai de Wolf would go through to take the lead from Harup. And it was de Wolf who took race win number 2, his 6th career victory, and with it the overall Grand Prix. Harup was 2nd, Kühnen 3rd, Langenfelder and Adamo rounded out the top 5 in the race. But all smiles for Husqvarna and of course for Triumph as well, because de Wolf picking up the Grand Prix victory and the championship lead. We'll see that in a minute. Langenfelder 2nd, Harup on the podium, 3rd overall this weekend. And the championship looks like this: de Wolf, Langenfelder and Beniston, with Harup and Adamo rounding out the top 5. De Wolf heads to Spain with a 6-point advantage over his rivals. Your top 3 this weekend then: de Wolf, Langenfelder and Harup.
Yeah, to have the wrap plate at this moment doesn't really mean much, but still it's really nice to have the wrap plate on my bike. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Yeah, what you say. I was struggling in the beginning, but I kept improving, and that's what we've been practicing all winter long, doing long motos and trying to get a little sprint in the end, and that's what we did. So yeah, all the hard work paid off.
MXGP Race 1, all eyes on the defending champion, Jorge Prado. But he wasn't leading the championship coming into Race 1. That was Tim Geiser after he won the qualifying race on Saturday. But it was all action in this race. Prado grabbed the foxhole shot, but Maxime Renault quickly into the lead. Prado there second, alongside him the green of Romain Fevre. Fast starting Paul Jonas in fourth place on the Honda. But Geiser, as he went around the outside of Jonas, he made a mistake, lost 2 positions, and then at the top of the next hill, he fell down, picked himself up in 13th place. He would stay there for a couple of laps before fighting his way back through the field. Meanwhile, the fight for second position went the way of Romain Fevre as he moved past Paul Jonas to move into that third place. And then Herlingsfeld from 5th down to 11th. Prado leading the way, but a mistake for Maxime Renault in second place allowed the number 3 of Romain Fevre to go through. And then a little bit further back as Geiser was charging his way through. He had his hands full with the 91 of Jeremy Seewer, but at the end of the next straight, the 5-time champ found his way into 6th place, pushing Seewer down to 7th. Geiser then went after Koldenhoff as he moved into 5th. Koldenhoff on the Fantic would come home in 6th position. But it was a win, a comfortable win, almost 10 seconds for Jorge Prado. His first win of the season and his 78th career race victory. Fevre second, Jonas third. MXGP Race 2, this time it was Maxime Renault who was the last of the late breakers, got around the outside of Prado and Geiser, but it was Geiser who snuck up the inside as Renault grabbed the foxhole shot. Jonas emerged in second, the time behind Geiser, and then Prado in there as well. So too all the big hitters, Fevre, Seewer, Renault. And once again, Jonas, a bobble for Fevre and a mistake for Maxime Renault, left him down in 16th place, but he would fight hard through the field late on in the race. Fevre once again around the outside of Paul Jonas. This moved him up into 3rd early on in the race, and then Herlings got the better of Calvin Verlanderen as he moved up into 8th. But it wasn't to be the weekend for Jeffrey Herlings, even though he found his way past Kevin Horgmo. Towards the end of the race, you could see he wasn't in it. He let Maxime Renault go, even gave him a thumbs up on the way through. Renault came home in 6th, Herlings in 7th, but all eyes on Tim Geiser. He led every single one of the 18 laps to cross the line, victorious in race 2 from Prado, Fevre, Jonas and Seewer. But Prado's second position with his win in race 1 earned him the overall Grand Prix victory, his second on Argentine soil, to go with the one he won in MX2 a few years ago. And of course, he takes the championship lead as well. Here's how it finished in the Grand Prix. Prado on top with a 1-2, Fevre second, a 3-2, Geiser 5-1, third overall. And in the championship, look how tight it is. Prado 54, Fevre and Geiser tied for that second place. Jonas, a fantastic ride here for the 2-time Argentine Grand Prix winner in MX2. But the perfect way to start the season for Jorge Prado, Grand Prix winner and championship leader.
I'm super happy about how everything's going right now. Everything's going good. I feel good with the bike. We even made some improvements from last year, so I just feel like a better rider. And yeah, I'm super happy to leave Argentina with a red plate, with a win, and starting the season with the right foot, right? So super happy. I thank you to the whole Red Bull Gas Factory Racing team, everybody behind me, my trainer, everybody, my family, everybody that's putting work into this. And hey, let's keep rolling. Hopefully we can gain more of this year.